morning, South Valley. What's up?
Nothing much. How about you?
I wasn't asking you. I was asking the students.
Oh, okay. Hey, guess what?
What?
It's time for J Weekly.
What are you doing? It's time for J Weekly.
Anyways, here's this week's weather forecast with Anna.
Thanks, Eli and Julie. This weekend's weather is looking a bit on the stormy side. On Friday, there will be a 30% chance of thunderstorms. Highs will be in the low 90s and lows are in the low 70s. On Saturday, the weather is looking a lot like Friday, but a little cooler with highs in the mid-80s. Sunday is going to be a lot sunnier with highs in the mid-80s and lows in the mid-60s. And that's all for this week's weather. Try to stay dry, and now back to the front desk.
Thank you, Anna. Now time for your weekly announcements.
Remember that next week, Wednesday and Thursday are block days. On Wednesday, you will attend your 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th hours. On Thursdays, you will go to your 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th hours.
Attention students interested in running for SUCO, election information will be given this week and next week during your history class. If you have any questions, see Miss Millsap in room 112 or Miss O'Halloran in room 310.
Now to Amber with the sports.
Thanks, Eli. This is Amber with your J Weekly Sports. Monday, the Lady Jays Blues softball team opened their season with an 18-8 rout of the Lee Summit Tigers in 5 innings. Taylor Porter led the Lady Jays in hitting with 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. Jessica Nolcamper was the winning pitcher. Also on Monday, the C-Team White Lady Jays softball team put an L-Town beatdown on Blue Springs South. The Lady Jays won by a score of 11-1. Hillary Harmon led the way, throwing a 2-hitter, and she also hit a home run and had a triple at the plate. Good luck to all teams practicing for their first game. That's all for your sports today. Now back to the front desk with Eli and Julie.
Thanks, Amber. Do you have what it takes to be an A-plus tutor? Do ya? Huh? If you do, then start working on your 50 hours now.
We need all willing and able 9th graders who are interested in being an A-plus tutor to stop by and see Mrs. Presser in the next couple of weeks.
Remember that the tutoring sessions are mostly held after school on Tuesdays from 3 to 4:30 in the library. Now time for an interview by Aaron and Amber.
Hey, I'm Erin, and we got a new SRO officer. Her name is Officer Massey. We recently asked her a few questions about her new job and about herself. Let's see what she had to say. Officer Massey, tell us about yourself.
I've been a police officer for 8 years, 3 years at Cameron, Missouri, and 5 years here at the Liberty Police Department, and I have worked road patrol that entire time. I have spent a little bit of time working with the Clay County Drug Squad also.
And tell us, why did you want to be an SRO officer?
Well, I used to be a substitute teacher while I went to college, and for many years while I was an officer in Cameron, that's what I did when I was on my days off. I substitute taught. I enjoyed spending time with the kids and being in the school atmosphere, and so I thought I would try this out and see how it worked for me.
So what do you like about being one of the SRO officers?
The best thing about the SRO position is you get to spend a lot of time with the kids in your community, and some of them not in your community. You get to meet a lot of kids, you get to see what they do, you get to join in on their activities and spend time with the kids in our area.
Well, thank you for your time, Officer Massey.
And thank you.
This has been Amber and Aaron for Jay Weekly.
Don't forget to sign up for this year's musical involving 1930s gangsters, trickery, lies, and silly string. This year's musical is Bugs B. Malone Jr. For an audition packet, see Mrs. Breeden or Mrs. Holtis.
Speaking of this musical, here's an interview with Miss Breeden.
On September 11th, Monday, we are beginning individual auditions for the musical this fall called Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone is set in the 1920s, Depression era, late 20s, early 30s, lots of flappers and gangsters, and we have lots of fight scenes and fun and tap dancing and regular dancing. We need you to try out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mr. Holtis will work with anyone the week before September 11th on the audition music so that you're familiar with it. So you need to come into my room, room 116, pick up an audition packet, read about what this whole process is like, see the rehearsal schedule, and decide whether you want to commit 8 weeks of your fall to this musical. I have a sign-up sheet in my room where you can sign up for a 5-minute audition. And this audition is just you alone with Mr. Holtis and I and a piano, trying to get an idea of what your vocal range is and talk to you about your application. It's time to get involved, kids.
That's all for your announcements this week, and I hope you enjoyed the first Jay Weekly of this new school year.
See you later.